Fox News talk about cutting off and being on social media. I think when I was on live me and me interacting with telling everybody my blueprint and on different platforms, is people want to be violent with people. And I think the mindset of violence of how others treat us, it can be the most dangerous situation when we on social media. One thing, I understand with when Kanye West didn't want his kid to be on social media. We understand violence and blood. I'm scared that I don't even want my kid to have a social media because of the bullying, the violence, and how. Let me tell you, when I interact with somebody and somebody I don't know, right, and I come on there, they talking reckless towards me, right, and that can be the most thing where others want to be violent, and we're not trying to be violent. As some others' minds are tense in society. We understand where we are going wrong at in society, but the violence of the mind, the violence of people that don't want to interact right, that don't want to. And I realize that, and some of those things, people that got so much anger in their mind and just say, oh, they have so much hatred out there. And one thing, Regina Carter, Lorraine Carter's ex-wife, she talked about cyberbullies. Monica Winsley talked about that and how people just, if we in, and let me tell you, if we in a part of a society, we get outcast. I'm interacting on live, me, and I'm interacting with people, and people like intimidation, domination. Callan, the American singer Callan, what's his name? He was very popular on live, and he had a big thing going, but I was getting a lot of attention, and he too jealousy. And he got women, he got all of this, and we live in this a society where people, and sometimes these artists they claim they leaders, but actually they being controlled. And that's why I understand where I want somebody that's powerful and have their own mind because they being controlled the way society is. It's the media and me interacting on live me and doing all of these things. It's the way that people act. It's making it get violent. You don't even know me, but you getting violent with me. And you said, fuck me, don't try to. It's the hatred that other American shows, other black people in American shows around the world. If I'm interacting with 4 or 5 people and I'm on live me and we doing stuff like, come on, you gotta dance, you gotta rap, you gotta, and we interacting. But it's some people that we get on these websites and they be like, oh, one dude just bumping this music. I'm scared to even when I want to talk about a subject when I'm getting on social media, I can't talk about a subject because either somebody don't agree with that or it causes confusion. And that could be in a violent way. I had a black man on live me and you be like that, oh, big lie that, oh, don't even try to rap. The black man of hatred. We understand that could be the most threat of how I interacted on social media. And me just able to connect with people. Like I tell Yellow Breeze and them, like, I've been on social media. Y'all, Texas, when I came from Atlanta, Texas is on the same social media platform. I started interacting with people in the Justice Department going to be able to see those things of me interacting and getting to know, telling people about social media when I came from Atlanta and doing all of these things, the interaction, the connection that I was doing. But it came with people in Dallas terrorizing, and other people were scared when they saw me doing these things, and people were looking. And that caused other rappers to behave themselves. And other gang members, now they coming out. I've been in Texas since Katrina, and y'all ain't never showed y'all face, gang members. Y'all ain't never showed y'all face. Why all of a sudden you on YouTube and you're in the Fort Worth in Dallas and you coming to light? I started all of this stuff, but you're coming to light now. That's that, and then you're being selfish with success, you're trying to X him out because you want to be racist. And no, Joy Bush Sr. talks about the New World Order, but he talks about the minds of what we understand of the domination of the mind and how people act. And that can be God. Let me tell you, we understand God. We understand why God was crucified. But understand, if people would have been more on his side, it wouldn't have been a dominated effect. If people would have seen his vision and seen God in Jesus' vision. And I think that's more of a big effect where we talking about God getting crucified or Jesus crucified. It was more of a domination thing of people having weapons and doing these things. But the situation is this. Like, we got to understand, like, people was afraid of Rome. People was afraid. And they had no reason to back down and watch God got crucified. What happened to me in Garland, right? When my with my ex, and I was supposed to go to Social Security, and I couldn't go to that because of how the community was acting in Garland. It stopped me from doing what I was told to do in Garland. So, because they was behaving in Garland community, and when I'm talking to the call center, and the call center tell Hubert, I need you to go this and that, and you got people in the community try to stop you from doing that. How can I attack my goal? And it's just like I worked at Walmart. How can I stop my goal and people are trying to stop me? They're like when I'm told to do something at Walmart and people trying to, oh, you're doing other people's job. Other people are not going to want to be a team player. So we have to understand these goals where, all right, I'm in Garland, Texas. I'm in Garland, and I'm talking to a call center, and they say, I want you to go to a Garland center. And I tried to go, but the community was stopping me because their opinions and their voice, and I'm coming with ideas, and I'm coming with those things. But other people is getting intimidated, and I talk about that in my relationship. People are intimidated, domination, they doing this and that, and understanding those things. One of the things, I'm in the community and everybody's telling with that sneaker stuff. Y'all want to take Yellow Breezy's side. What happened at Whataburger? That girl was helping her for jealousy. So that girl at Whataburger, she took her for jealousy, even though these dudes at Whataburgers were jealous of behaving themselves in tons, but you wanted to be violent with them. And the other dude say, you don't hit a girl. That girl hit me. You can't expect a man, and we got to understand, the law got to understand. And I'm going to tell Joe Biden where the violence was coming from in this situation. These employees want to be rappers. And let me tell you what they told me at Brown. We don't care if I lose that job. You listen to these rappers, you don't care, right? But you think God think you're going to be made out of an example. You're going to go in the industry for attacking me, right? You think that the only situation you're going to be made out of, just like that dumbass nigga that killed MO3, he in jail for life. That's the only thing you're going to be able to see, nigga. That's the only thing that you're going to be able to have clout. For me, interacting with people and I'm connected. Yellow Breezy in Dallas can say what they want to say. But I interacted with people around the world. And some of the people on Live Me that I communicate with, they tell me we talk about my relationship from Chicago and New York. And I sometimes when we connected, we understand about me need to find a better relationship. I understand those things, and we get the concept of it. But the thing I'm trying to tell people, we all have to learn. We all have to understand what the meaning of growth in America, understanding all of that. All right, I got 4 tablets, right? I'm having to work by myself because other Americans, they want to work, they're so in competition. I'm not in competition with nobody. And with all of that, we're taking stuff and we are working. Metro gave me a good deal, and I'm working constantly. I'm working on stuff I had to create. And when I got too much for it, I had to set a new YouTube account. I had to set a new TikTok. I had to set a new Instagram. I had to get a new Likey. I had to get a new all of these other platforms that I have been on. And it's me that's able, and I don't, most of the time, I just don't got time to connect with every single body like that. So that could be the dangerous person where that could be my fault where I'm connecting with everybody, but I want to do more work and I want to do more things. So the connection could be a more of an understanding. But we have self, and I talked to a guy from Memphis, and me and them have a guy on Big Live. I have great communication with everybody on those things. So me understanding and talking to people in Chicago and interacting with Chicago and New York and my friend, and I want to meet her because me and her, and my friend in New York and her, I owe it to her to come down, but I had some stuff going on, so I'm gonna get her straight when I meet her in New York when it's time to meet her in New York, and she coming on live me and get back on live me if I ever eat up with her and she's in New York. If I ever meet up with New York, I plan on getting her, planning on blessing her because I owe her something. But I had something going on in my situation, and me, I want to keep it real with her. But the delay we had, scam call, scam man. So we wanted to understand those matters. We wanted to understand those matters. So we understand those things when I can connect with understand, but I want people to understand me too. We need to grow as we go. We need to learn. I didn't when we talk about stuff and I'm on my social media I get to another store at Walmart and I know how to work a scrubber and I know how to buff and I didn't know how to do none of that at first. I didn't know how to get on the scrubber and drive it without having grills and having these people teach me how to do stuff. But me, the main thing I have with Walmart and me just doing what I'm supposed to do and other people, and like it's causing conflict. Me doing my job causing conflict at Walmart. And they don't understand that. The Dukeman Miller doesn't understand that. Me doing my job was causing conflict. Was causing conflict. So how can we understand the meaning of we understanding? And then when they give me word up, they say, you coming back to work now? Like one guy told me on YouTube, he said, Hubert, people are mad because you're on your job and you're doing what you're supposed to do. But instead of showing love, you rather be with a hater instead of showing love. People terrorized me to come up. People did all of these things. Hello? Hey, I ain't doing nothing. Me and Hubert just finished watching this thing called Violent Christmas, Violent Night, with Santa Claus, the guy that plays off in Stranger Things. And now he with his tablet, he drive me crazy. I got a lot of sleep earlier when he was just watching the tablet. He ain't doing nothing but driving me crazy. I finally got him to get his tablet at 60 to sit down. Yes. Yeah, I just gotta put his shoes on. All right. All right. Those things with that situation, see, family complaining about people looking a certain type of way. The behavior and the spirit, when you hear something on the phone, you hear people complaining and hear people behaving in the community wrong, intimidating family, that could be a big factor of what's going on. And see, people don't want to stop their behavior. What's up? Grandma told me to put your intimidating family, intimidating behavior. So when I make this complaint, you're intimidating, you keep doing stupid shit, and you're intimidating, and you're causing privacy. You know, I can hear her complain about intimidation. So when I make my complaint about my mama coming home from work and you're intimidating, what is the fucking problem? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I acknowledge myself. I acknowledge myself, man. You gotta have knowledge more than you understand. And you know, me just understanding and people. But when I came back from Atlanta, Texas wasn't on the same thing. Texas, they still on Facebook. When we go to the business today, they on Facebook, Instagram, yeah, Twitter. You go get your shoes. They on Twitter and all of those things. They on stuff like that. They on those things. So come and sit up. They on those things. Daddy, why you put some music? Yeah. So we got to understand those things and how those things are coming in those formats. You know what I'm saying? Daddy, is Grandma here? She's coming. Come on. You tell Grandma to get you some juices because you drunk everything. And Daddy only get $25 for juice. So we gotta work with those $25 he got, and you spending all of that money. Hey, when you gotta manage, the kids eat. So that's the bad thing when parents are not staying and they live with their parents, but they spending time with their kids and stuff. And we need to find a way. They need to come up with a bill where you co-parent in it, and you're still able to go half and half with food stamps, and able to the food stamp, the state is able to do stuff. If you co-parent, you're a single father, and you both can't make enough income, and you got one kid, and you just a single father, but that single father has to do stuff. Um, do you and your baby mama, your in-laws, help each other out? And a bill should come where, come on, Hubert, a bill should pass where, all right, we seeing them working with each other. Let's give them a little bit more as family because they working with each other. And it's hard when they co-parent and the father and the parent being a single parent. So I think the food stamp needs to pass a bill where the in-laws send their income and joint custody. All right, they send if you co-parent, then you being the father, and you get extra food stamps, extra assistance when you're both. You got to talk to the family, and you will get extra benefits of this. Understanding y'all both have income, and y'all both, even though y'all not together, you both are doing your part. So as working together, y'all not together, but working as co-parents together should understand the income. They should put that together, even when you're not together. And that person being a father and for the local people, they should create a bill where that person and a family should come together and write a letter. Both of them should send a letter and create, all right, we're going to get this person extra when his son, him and his mom, and the parents of the mom come over. Let's get them extra assistance. They co-parent, even though they're not together. And we understand the relationship not working. So our state got to learn how to deal with that. Our state got to pass a bill where we're going to acknowledge both families for taking care of their part, but we also understand they having a hard time as single family. They decided not to be together, but that's if they agree to sign stuff, they're helping each other out. That would increase that thing. Tell them what month that your kid come over. Your kid is coming over to visit you, to spend time with you. Each parent should have that month where you give to the state. All right, we should create a bill where what period of time you get your kid. and we will send this extra amount to understand you're getting this from your kid is coming over and spending time with you and co-parenting. So I think that should be a bill should be passed where the food stamp office in the state should be able to, at both parents, they single, but they both working, they both taking care of their responsibility for the not the lower class. So as long as they agree, all right, we not together, but we parents and guardians and care we guardians. So what month that your family, your kids come over to spend time with you? And those months that time, a specific time they would come, you would your benefit would increase. You would get that same amount that next month. So those things where we need to understand where I'm a single father, right? And I know, all right, I get that, and then I get $25, right? But understand, my kid comes over here every Christmas, every holiday, and I understand it. So they should increase that for that time where my kid is there. Give that amount, what time he's been here, attend with the parents, communicate. All right, create a bill where what time when y'all creating state to state and y'all creating with each other. It doesn't matter if you live in, we are a part of the United States. At this person in the land and you in Texas, so you visiting each other, so you talk to the state, will talk to each other and communicate with each other. Okay, I understand these benefits. What state that your kid live in, what state that the parent, the guardian live in, and what do you do all that you do. So when your kid come over, that will increase for that month. Pick a day when the month that your kid come over, and pick the day so the full staff benefits would increase because you're both taking care of your responsibilities. So we should have stuff not based on just income, based on single parenting and able to adapt. Because I'm a single parent, so even though me and my baby mama not together, and but look, she got her thing, I got my thing. So my kid, even though all the things I got, a kid can eat. Kid gotta eat, they grow, they do this and that. So they should base that off. Oh, all right. When we create something in the food stamp office, we create something. What month that your child is coming over to see you? You got a kid. What month that they coming over? What Pacific? When that time of that month that they come on, we will increase that month for being the single parent that each month that you get. So increasing it would be an understanding for those couple of months each month. You have to send document what time you're going to be giving your kid, what time they're going to be coming to spend time with you. Write these things down when those things for the lower class. So both of the families have to agree to when they parenting, have to agree to those things. So you got to get in the write a letter, and they got to write a letter. It's like when I write a letter to Social Security that my mom, I'm staying with my family. So it's those things that we're going to be able to do is going to help the benefits out. So if I'm a co-parent, so I should get a little extra amount because I'm a co-parent. All right, my son is spending time with his month. $25 are not going to do it. We understand those things. So increase that a little bit where my in-laws, my baby mama family sign that month, and they sign that month, and we sign that month. Each month that we co-parent it, you will and understand, and you're writing the income down. You're writing what you're spending. You're writing what you're doing. You're writing all of the things. The food stamp's going away and everything anyway. So that's what is not what the problem. So you're communicating with each other. You're signing a letter with each other. Say, okay, we both parenting and we both doing these things, but I need extra assistance, even though we're not together. So when he's come over as a father, when my son come over here, you got to give me a certain amount for that month, not just $25 and those certain amounts. So let's understand that how that can benefit every single parent. And food stamps get benefit. And some parents that keep their kid every time they need to keep that amount up. But realize this: some women don't want people to know they have kids. And that's to be the biggest problem that we have in society where the state attorneys need to understand that. these women that can play a foul game too well. I was in Atlanta and in Clayton County, and me and one of the guys in Clayton County, he told me he was the one this kid, and this guy said this girl had a kid with me and wanted me to have a kid, and she just took off and had wanted nothing to do with me. And women want to put you on child support, and they want to be selfish, and they don't want you. And it's time for our government to understand these things or what men go through. It's time to understand both sides of the situation or what men go through. If I can sit up there in Atlanta, Clayton County, and people can tell me how they have a baby with these women, and these women have babies and they're using them for that, and this and that stuff, and not understanding the principle of it, and then they want to put them on child support. Understand both of the situation here. And I think our government, we need to have people that can be at the drawing board that can understand both of those things when it comes to being a single parent and us being a father. We seen one man that lost his daughter because a judge wanted to behave wrong. And I think judges should be held accountable. Hello? All right. Come on, Hubert. So we were.
Daddy, my shoes are the wrong way.
Yeah. All right, your shoes on the wrong way? No, they're not.
I said this one.
All right, no, they're not. They're on the right way.
No, look.
The strings are not tied right?
No.
But it is right. I got everything right. It don't look wrong.
Daddy, you had it like this.
All right. Come on, you ready? Come on. Grandma say, come on.
Oh.
You gonna tell Grandma to get you some more juices?
No.
Come on. Hey, bye. You heard me? Right. She tried to run somebody's head with that. I want to tell y'all something. People intimidating shit. Let them do with the intimidation going on in the music community. So we're gonna talk about this behavior that keep going on. So more intimidation is happening. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna leave that situation alone. But just remember what I talked about, and we communicating with everybody on that situation. But I will see y'all later.